Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. One second, I forgot to turn on my camera. Let's get that happening. There we go. Hello. I haven't done that before. Welcome to my channel. Let me introduce myself. My name is Jules. My pronouns are he, him. I'm a commercial food photographer and stylist and author. And every single Saturday, we sit and we chat for an hour and a half and we plan our week or a month or food plan, journal, do art, whatever. And we chit chat. We talk about our week that was, our week that's coming up, anything that's going on in our lives. This week, I'm going to be planning my week ahead in my Jibun Techo biz and then do some backfilling because I am now on week bazillion of an infection that will just not clear up. It is being so stubborn, and I'm so tired. So tired. So I'm just behind on everything when it comes to like staying up to date with my planners. And it's like I'm only doing the bare necessities, like the things I absolutely have to do to like meet deadlines or function, and then pretty much nothing else except for getting better. Hello, Anomic. How are you? What are you working on today? Um, so, yeah, I wish I could say that my infection was getting better, but it is not. And when do I see specialist on the 24th? That's a long way away. I don't know. I don't know. So, um, Anomic is bare necessities as in order the Pixel Watch. Yes. So that is the thing that happened this past week, and the rumors about the watch being free with the order of the phone were true. And my partner's Pixel 5 just reached end of life, so they are getting the Pixel Watch 8 Pro, and I am getting the watch, and that will be arriving on the 16th to 18th, somewhere in there. Anomic has been trying to pare down their suitcases for their anniversary trip, or they are apparently awesome. So, yeah, when is your anniversary trip happening? I need to get my stat holiday color because Monday is Thanksgiving. Stats are 5. Yes. And then this whole entire week, my priority is I have a mediation thing that's work related on the 16th. And so this whole entire week where I have the energy is going to be dedicated to making sure I have all my materials in order and I'm ready for that. So, um, so, okay, they will be leaving the 20th of October through the 5th. That's a nice long trip. I'm looking for number 5. So we discovered that um, David Hasselhoff did a series on Paramount Plus in 2022 called Z Network, and it is freaking hilarious. Um, I am I don't know much about David Hasselhoff as a person, but I love him as an entertainer. I love his music because it's just so goofy. It just makes me happy. It's the good kind of cheese that just makes me happy. He's amazing in Baywatch. He's amazing in Knight Rider. And I just enjoy David Hasselhoff's entertainer persona. It cracks me up. And Z Network really plays into really plays into the man that is the Hoff. I mean, and there's so much self-deprecating humor because David Hasselhoff plays a fictionalized version of David Hasselhoff, and it is, I mean, seriously, if you have not watched Z Network on Paramount Plus, you need to do it. Even if you've only ever heard about David Hasselhoff because he ate a cheeseburger when drunk once, you will enjoy Z Network. Um, yeah. So, also, I don't know if I ever talked about it. Um, Anamika saying that they hadn't heard of that show. Neither had I, and I was very disappointed that nobody, because everybody that I know, like my closest friends and stuff, know how much I love David Hasselhoff as like the personality and the entertainer. And I'm sure they ran across it because they all like use Paramount Plus more than I do. And nobody, I'm very disappointed that nobody ever told me about it. And while you're on Paramount Plus, I also recommend the Stallone family docu series, reality series. It is very entertaining as well. And I think I mentioned it before, but I'm just going to re-mention um, the Stallone family also on Paramount Plus is worth the watch. Admin is number one. This is number one. I should put Thanksgiving. And not a spoiler, but Z Network takes place in Germany, which makes sense because David Hasselhoff is huge in Germany. And they also make like a few self-referential meta jokes about that as well. And it's just perfect. It is perfect. Oh my goodness. I'm very much a fan of it. What else? Mm, what else did we watch this week? I mean, the last season of Magnum started this week, and so we watched that. The last or the current season of Quantum Leap just started, so we watched that. We still haven't watched the first episode of the season of Murdoch. The last season of Transplant aired in Canada last night. I think it doesn't air in the US for a few more months. So we watched that. And now that all of Murders in the Building and I think the morning show are now finished, we will be jumping on those as well in this coming week. So I'm very excited to be able to do those things. And I think soon as well, we'll be watching Reservation Dogs, and it's the last season. And I think Wheel of Time is almost done as well. So, party. Finish. Mediation. Prep. Okay, and then I made dog food. Hold on, I need to do social media activations. GG. What else? I mean, everything is a blur right now because my brain is not braining half the time. It's been I'm just so tired. Did you read the Wheel books first or just write the show? I tried reading the Wheel books. They are not my thing. That style of writing is not for me. Um, because I have aphantasia, any book that spends a lot of time describing the environment, it bores me. I cannot picture it. I find it frivol. It does not help with world building for me, and it bores me to tears. And so I understand a lot of people love that. It's just not for me. Um, so I had a very, I mean, I think I only read the first four chapters of the first Wheel of Time book before, because I give a book, I gave that book more, like normally I give a book 50 pages, and if in 50 pages you can't, and I gave Wheel of Time a bit more than 50 pages, just because all my friends were like, "Oh, this is so good, you will love it," and I just couldn't. Um, the shows are a little bit slow as well. However, you don't need to know, you don't have to have read the book to be able to follow along with the premise and all that other stuff. So in that way, I think the shows are good because they do not rely on having read the books to be able to follow along and enjoy the show. Um, I wonder if the books written by Brandon Sanderson finished the series is written differently. Uh, they they do. Apparently, there are some differences, but again, it's just. I mean, I'm a bit of a completionist where like I will. It's like I don't want to spend time later on when I haven't read the first because I know the books are. So my favorite author is John Scalzi, and the thing that I love about his different series that he has written is that you can jump in on any point and not require any of the information that happened beforehand to be able to enjoy. Like, even though his books are all part of a series, they also work as standalone. Where the Wheel of Time, it doesn't work that way. They are not good as standalone books. And so that, in and of itself, makes for frustrating reads. And so it's just something that, and yeah, and also it's I like fantasy TV and movies. I do not like fantasy books because they spend way too much time world building based off of painting scenes and environment and not focusing on character or events. And I prefer world building where it's either focusing on the characters or focusing on events. I could care less how what people are wearing. I could care less how people look. I could care less about what they're eating. I could care less about the world, like how the world looks. Um, and I'm like saying, yeah, that would be hard for me to not finish. Yeah, so it's just, yeah, I've decided that the books are not for me. There's very few fantasy that I have read that I have not been completely bored within the first few pages. So it's general rule is that I read a lot of science fiction because the world building is different on science fiction. Um, because it doesn't rely a lot on the same type of build worlding mechanisms as fantasy. Um, and but I like fantasy television and I like fantasy movies. I just can't read it because a lot of the things that they focus on, I just don't care about. They don't keep my attention. I am an amazing reader. I was reading at university level when I was in grade 4, but I'm also a reluctant reader. And so unless it is very, very fast, then um, I will not read it. If it's a book that I put down out of boredom, I will never pick it up again. Because I just can't get back into it. It has to be one of those books that I sit down with it and I want to finish it in one read, and I will finish it in one read. Any book that I put down, I have never picked up again, which some people don't understand. But again, it's just like there's other things that I find more entertaining that I rather spend my time on. So again, that's just personal preference and not a judgment on anything. Food meeting I think is at 2:30. I think that's at 3. I will check that in a minute, but I know my breakfast is not affected. Um, where's my calendar? Um, when everyone who was into Poppy Wars, I was not into it because the characters for me were not enough to keep me hooked. Yeah, yeah. There has to be, like, everyone has their own thing that keeps them hooked, right? And that's okay. You don't have to like and read like there's this snobberish attitude that once you start a book, you're obligated to finish it. And I'm like, no, like that's toxic. There's too much out there to enjoy. Why spend your time reading something you do not enjoy? You've bought the book, the author has been paid. Beyond that, you have no obligation. And if you don't like it, then move on to something you enjoy because life is too short. So this meeting is at 3. So my focus time. Okay. So on Tuesday, 3 to 4. So this is unwind. This is prep. This is my break on Tuesday. I'm going to put unwind in this before I forget. Because there's a meeting there. And then my meeting on Thursday, yes, is at 2:30. So 2:30 to 3:30. So that is unwind, and my break is early that day. DNF, do not finish. Um, use all the. So there is a stupid emoji thing in. Um, you know what? Hold on. I'm just gonna. Nope, that's not gonna work. There's a stupid emoji thing in OBS that I use to stream that is blocking part of what you're saying. I'm used it all the time in my world. Yes. Okay, got it. Unwind. Oh yeah, dog food making days. So it was yesterday. So Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Do I have anything else happening this week? Shopping on Friday. Shop. I have to make a note that, because if I don't, that change delivery to Tuesday instead of Monday. Change delivery Tuesday, because I'm in meetings all day on the 16th. From 9:30 to 4 o'clock. There's breaks in that, but yeah. Okay, so this is, oh, let me do the rest of this break. Okay. Breakfast. So on Monday is our Thanksgiving, but I know you have, it is going to be a very long day. I might have to take all that week recovering. It's going to be long, emotional, tired. Um, yeah. And I have some other things that week to do my blood work. So we'll see how that goes. But like yeah. I'm going to be hangry as well because I normally don't eat breakfast until 10 o'clock. And the meeting starts at 9:30. And even though I have to get up earlier just so I can wipe the cobwebs and have my coffee and do my usual gentle in, I don't think my stomach is going to wake up. Um, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I will have a lot of quick snacky things like that I can like keep my blood sugar so I don't become hangry and I can keep my blood sugar stable and all that other stuff. Business meetings. BG. No, it's MG. GG. Oh my goodness. Okay. Is this it? Did I not? Oh my gosh. Um, can you have a smoothie? Oh, yes. That is an amazing idea. Yes, that is what I will do. I will quickly make a smoothie at 9 o'clock and it will be there for me to sip on. That is an amazing idea. I am going to put that, um, where can I put that on here so I will remember it for the 16th because I won't have time. You know what? I'm going to put it in my calendar because an alarm will go off. Oh no, that's what I will do. That is what I will do. Gosh. Okay, no, not calculator. Clock. No, stop it, Jules. Clock. Okay, so alarm. New. For here, no, the 16th. Done. Make smoothie. No, not at 6 a.m. No, 9 a.m. Save. There we go. There we go. That is done. No, I set an alarm because I won't even be in my planners until like my planner lives in the living room and I won't be. I'm gonna spend like yesterday I had a meeting with the mediator and it was a good meeting and everything was well, but I was still up until like 2 o'clock in the morning just thinking about all the things that I now like getting everything finalized and all this stuff. And it was very positive. It wasn't like a negative stress not being able to fall asleep, but it was still stress being able to keep me from falling asleep. So um, my plan is like to keep that morning like calm, stress free. We still have to get the dogs up a bit earlier because they have to be fed earlier. Normally they don't get fed until about 10 o'clock and all the other stuff. But so I want to keep it as chill because I'm not going to sleep the night before. That's for sure. Um, so yeah, I don't want my planner there. I don't want my notes there. I don't want anything that could. Yeah, let's keep that Monday as gentle as possible. To do finish prep. Okay, so milk delivery. And milk deadline. Then back to putting in my meetings. BG. Yes. Okay, so this is TGA Canada. And this is food. Food. I'm just going to call it food. Doesn't matter what. I need to outline those. So, busyness. Busyness. What color are you, busyness? Still haven't had a chance either to edit my unboxing video, and I'm very frustrated about that. I know people are like patient and all that other stuff. Um, Meetings 22. I'm getting frustrated. Like I haven't been able to work out because the smallest amount of sweat causes my skin from head to toe to feel like it's on fire. It is not pleasant, and it takes a very long time for that fire feeling to go away. And so anytime my heart rate goes above, I think it's like 95 is when I start to sweat. And I have hyperhidrosis. So it's not just a little bit of sweat, it's a lot of sweat. But I'm also like I love to work out. I like to do things. I like to be able to cook without it feeling like my skin is on fire. Um, why can't I find 2 It's 52. And I'm at the point where I'm beyond frustrated that I haven't, like, even, it is terrible. Like, my co-pilot dude, he put in some body weight exercises, and even them, it's just like, here we go. This absolute excruciating pain, head to toe. That, and, so, for this coming week, I'm going to try and do some, like, he's programmed some quick 8-minute HIT hit, each hit, HIIT, like that type of hit. And we'll see if I can manage that without wanting to completely like rip off my skin. But like I've reached like beyond the point of being frustrated with this. I have so much pent up energy, but at the same time exhausted, right? But I still have the I need to release, especially with like stuff that's coming up that's a little bit more stressful, that's going to be activating to my trauma, and not having that physical outlet to be able to like expel it. I mean, it's not good. It's a little bit upsetting, to be honest. If I'm going to be completely honest about the, oh no, I put the wrong color for meetings. I thought that didn't make sense. I can't exactly go over it because it will make the ink. We'll just do this. Admin time. I messed up admin time and meetings. Or Qigong. Oh, hit makes you super sweaty. What about Tai? Yeah, so Tai Chi also, like the body weight exercises. That's why I need the heart rate elevation, and I need to throw some weights around. And he had me doing some body weight exercises that are very relaxed, but some of them, because they involve isometric holds, they get my heart rate up. And if my heart rate goes up, I start to sweat. And so those have been like 20 minutes of pain versus let's see if we can get more bang out of my buck in 8 minutes of pain, right? While getting some necessary exercise in and being able to throw around a little bit of weight while I'm doing it, other than just my body. So because the body weight stuff that we're doing right now is I mean I look at it and I just and I haven't been able to like even doing my getting on my exercise bike and just pedaling to get my steps in is causes pain, right? And that again, that's a very low heart rate elevation. Like there's no impact, there's no So any type of, like right now, just doing this, I'm starting to get a little bit, yeah, it's just uncomfortable. Any movement, anything, it's horrible. It is so unbelievably horrible. Okay, admin time. I just PG. That's what I was looking for. Uh, I think I need some steroids, a topical steroid cream to kind of help with the itchiness of it and the painfulness of it. Is that correct? Admin time, yes. Um, okay, yes. This I will need colors for as well. Just to give me a little bit of relief. Okay, admin time in. Oh, also this week, and I hope I get a chance to, or this past week, I should say, 23, get a chance to read it soon. I ordered Patrick Stewart's memoir, and he is very honest about a number of things that I'm hoping I can find some time soon to read that, as well as finally read John Scalzi's Starter Villain, which is a very small book, and I should be able to read it in no time. But it's finding that no time to do it. Oops, that's fine. That's fine, Jules. Doesn't have to be exactly perfect. Just enough to add a little bit of visual separation. Admin time. Continuing ed and prep, that's what it is. Continuing ed and prep. Was that a workshop on Wednesday? Thursday. It was a like done via Zoom. And it was a female presenting, woman presenting, person of color who was giving the presentation. And of course, there was a guy in chat who decided that he was going to be the instructor and kind of like try and like, yes, and also don't forget about this and don't forget about that and don't like it turned like anyways, there's always the guy who wants to be like, look at me, I'm also so smart, and look at me, I'm smarter than the instructor. And it always happens more often when it's a woman presenting person of color. And it takes all of my efforts to not type out in chat, shut up, no one asked you. And if that makes me a horrible person, but yeah, every single time I take one of these workshops, and I notice it more when this specific instructor is the instructor, there is always the reply guy. And I don't understand how. I mean, if I was the instructor, I would probably like stop the class and be like, okay, like, can you stop interrupting? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That was a frustrating thing that happened this week. And I'm just like, can we not do this? LCG. Mansplaining, yes. But it was like more than mansplaining. It was like, I don't want to give examples, specific examples, because I don't want to like have the possibility of identifying the specific workshop. Even though the chances of that happening are pretty much slim to none, but I still don't want to take the risk. But it's like, yeah, you're right about that. And here's this other thing that people need to consider in this circumstance. And it's like, buddy, no one's asking you. You don't have to prove that you know stuff. Like, if you know it all, why are you here? That is what I want to know. If you know all of this, if you think, if you have the confidence of a cis man to be the instructor, then why are you here? I would like to know that. Like, that's always my question to them. If this is like, if you know this, why are you here? If not to just like try and one up the instructor. It's not helpful. I feel like giving a workshop on how to not be that guy. And it seems ridiculous, but I really feel like giving a workshop on how to not be that guy. Oh my goodness. And I'm kind of, oh yeah, speaking of workshops, I also got my outlines for my first 3 workshops. First one is going to be to show my vast knowledge. Yes, yes. The first one is going to be how much, I can't remember the exact titling, but it's basically about the current scams. But I've titled it as like how much will it cost to publish and market my book is, or something like that is the title. Or traditionally publish, and then one on how to do food photography with your phone in almost any lighting circumstance, especially in restaurants that have really horrible lighting. And then the third one is going to be a Q&A on just a general Q&A about common stumbling blocks if you're disabled that you run into the kitchen and like to troubleshoot those and come up with ideas and all that other stuff. My writing workshop. And then at those workshops, I'm going to gauge what else people may be interested in learning, and as well as the ones that we brainstorm. Those are still going to be ongoing, but they have gotten really brazen. I'm still like the number of inquiries, both telephoning my office and emailing me. Like they are taking the trouble to telephone my office. Um, it's just wow. Like that's a lot of resources. Who picks up a phone these days? I'm writing CG. That I think that's a good place to start, especially because there are just so many self-published authors in the area, and they're like the targets of these scams. Um, right in. Is that? Oh no, I gotta do that. I'm like, what am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. They are relentless, but that just means that they're getting a good return on investment. They would not be this relentless if it wasn't working. They give up and they try move on to a new thing if it doesn't work. So I'm assuming this is it. Oh, my skin, man. Okay, what else? I feel like I had something. Oh, I still, again, to give another gauge of like how not well I am, I still have not unboxed my new Instapot. It's been sitting in its box on my kitchen floor for now a week and a half. That is a long time. Um, yeah, they absolutely are getting something out of it. So yeah, a week and a half, and that's still happening. Also, even though my Sir Patrick Stewart memoir has arrived, I still have not unboxed it because I'm just like, why are you? I was like, I don't want to unbox something that I cannot use. I just do not have the energy to use it, and then it will just be staring at me and just make me sad that it's there and I cannot enjoy it. So it's just gonna live in its box. And once I can enjoy it, no Instapot yet. Wow, that must be bad. Exactly. I'm just so, and it's just so. I don't want to use the word depressing, even though we can use it in this context. Like it's not stigmatizing depression. I'm not. It's not. I'm not saying I'm getting depressed because of it, but it does depress my mood even more. Like it just makes me feel. I don't want to say pathetic either in an ableist way, because I don't mean because I am not pathetic because I'm sick, but just that whole feeling of pathos. Um, in that way, it's just. I mean, I'm a sad puppy. Oh, also speaking of sad puppies, a new study came out recently that not only is there such thing as long panini. I'm not gonna say I almost said the word, but there is also long cold, which completely makes sense to me since one of the viruses responsible for the common cold is a coronavirus. So it makes sense to me. And I am one of those people who get long colds regularly. And not only do I get long colds regularly, but I often get pneumonia and bronchitis because of a simple cold, as we've already discussed. So it's just really nice to have research that even though it is not a common occurrence, like it will not affect most people, but those of us who have other conditions, long colds are a thing that exist. And I am can no like everyone has so many people have told me when I'm like I get colds for this long, I get this happens, like, oh, that's not possible. I'm like, it is possible. And even if you look at the side effects of a cold, they do say in some circumstances it can cause bronchitis and pneumonia. It's just not a common side effect because most people have built up some sort of natural immunity after repeated exposure. I'm just lucky in that I don't build up immunity to anything, no matter how much I'm exposed to something. My immune system is just like, hey, come on in and have a party. It's warm in here. You can be fruitful and multiply all you want, and I'm not going to stop you. I have a very hospitable. No, is that right? Yes, hospitality, hospitable um, environment for bacterias and funguses and yeasts and viruses to thrive and dance and have a party, and there's nothing stopping them. And they get like the full red carpet treatment. Isn't that fun? It's not fun. We all know that. But I'm just saying. I'm being specific that I am being sarcastic for any other fellow autistics who are watching this and may not understand that I'm being or sarcastic even with my tone. So I want to be clear on that. It's not fun. It sucks actually. But it is nice that there is the science now to back me up. Baywatch. We're still doing that. We just started watching season 7. So 7, 8, 9. 3 more seasons to go. And it was still worth every single penny for the Blu-ray editions. And we have questions because after season 9, Baywatch turned into Baywatch Hawaii, even though it was the same season. They just changed the title when they moved to Hawaii. But for whatever reason, seasons 10 and 11 are not included in the box set. We watched seasons 10 and 11. They are available on streaming. They are horrible. So I'm not really all that upset that they are not available because really it's just a bunch of videos of them swimming underwater. Um, I know I was saying that they remember George Carlin doing a bit because he asked about never getting sick because they used to swim in the Hudson River as kids. We swam in raw sewage. Bacteria ran from us. Yes, I remember that bit. Oh my goodness. And the thing was, is I was exposed to all the things. I mean, I grew up in the time where we ate dirt. I mean, there was no such thing. I was babysitting my sister when I was 6 years old. I was cooking my own meals, right? Like, I mean, I was a latchkey kid. I mean, we were just we would leave the door in the morning, and our parents would not see us until the sun went down. They never had any clue where we were, and that's just the way things were in those times. My hands are orange, and I don't know if you can really, it's distracting me. I don't know if you can really see it. And it's not like I'm eating a lot of extra carrots lately, but for whatever reason, I am retaining beta carotene more than I usually do. Just a fun, interesting note that when I look down, it's like, oh yeah, my hands are really, really orange. Yeah, germs galore. I mean, we were encouraged to eat dirt. We had chicken pox parties and all that stuff. It's like your kid has the chicken pox. Can I bring my kid over? I had the chicken pox 3 times because of that. 3 times. I don't build immunity. I'm really worried about the day that I may get um, shingles. I'm at that age. They don't appear orange because of the automatic white balance. Maybe if I do them, maybe up here you can kind of see a little bit orange when I'm closer to. It's there. It's more pronounced off the camera, but my camera is doing like an automatic white balance because I have it set on automatic white, so it's changing the colors. But I mean, especially right here, it's very orange off camera. Ugh. And it's distracting me. So, haha Tuesday. Haha Tuesday. Um, I never got it even though I tried. Really? Oh, I hope you're vaccinated against it now. What else do we? There's something else that we're watching on Tuesday. I'm gonna put it. Hmm, but it just started last week, and what was it? I have to check that. Um, Wednesday is Survivor. So Kids Ruin. Actually, Children Ruin everything, but Kids Ruin is shorter, and then Survivor, and then Thursday start Magnum and Star Trek, and Friday the camera is doing a great job. Yes, I mean Canon cameras when you set it on auto correction, they are really good. Friday will be, what did we watch last night? I talked about it like 2 minutes ago. Quantum and Transplant. Um, I have to figure out a time to watch The Masked Singer. Tonight we'll do that. So, Masked Singer and Murdoch. And then we'll go to murder, only murders. Only murders. And only murders on Monday. There we go. I think I have something else after Haha Tuesday, but I can't remember it is right now, but I'm just going to leave it like that. Make sure that there are no birthdays this week. There are not. Cookbook planning done. Yeah, that's not going to happen. What is this? Outline pub. Oh, yeah. So I was asked to do a post on if you're negotiating your own contract with a publisher and hoping to get that done this month too. Does Canada have? No. It came to Toronto. It got kicked out of Toronto. Like there was so much protest that they left. And I think I heard about a month ago that they're trying to make a second go at success in the Canadian market. And I doubt that they're going to. For the same reasons why they didn't the first time. For anyone watching who wants me to be specific about what those reasons are, it's because of the company's anti-LGBTQ um, practices and beliefs and all that other stuff. And Canadians have no problems doing speech with money. And so, and not only were they like refusing to buy from there, like they had very little business, but there was constant protests and pickets outside of the establishment. Canadians love a good protest. Canadians Canadians are very good about also voting with their money. So we'll see what happens this time. Why do you ask? And I like how you censor it too. And I'm assuming that you censored it for the same reasons that they're not welcome in Canada. And if I'm wrong, then, but I mean, a lot of people that I know like spill it out that way because of their beliefs around certain social human rights issues. So, is this everything? Can I go back and start doing some backfilling again? I think so. Where am I? Need to go to? Oh, all the way. This is done. This I am on this week. Wow, this is like in September. Yeah, let's do this. Let's catch up here. September, I'm going to take this book out. It's easier instead of flipping back and forth. Oh, come on. September. December 22. Actually, not that all that as far behind as I thought. So, never did any of those things. September. Have a nice chill day. 12th. Admin and admin. I was very miserable. I mean, so September 12th is when I first remarked about how miserable I was because of this infection. So it's been like a month of, so this infection has been going on since July, but it's been this past month that it's just gotten absolutely unbearable. And I'm like saying, that's good. Here, people are like, I hate the policies, but the chicken is too tasty. Yes, I see a lot of that online. They're always packed in the lines out the door. Food trumps politics here, sadly. I don't think the food is that great. Anyways, so first of all, I hear your concern, your comments from a lot of friends who are also marginalized. Um, and I think I can tell this story because a friend of mine likes to tell it often. So my friend is queer. They're in a queer relationship, and they're very human rights driven, social family. Um, and their daughter is now 9, but I think this started when they were about 6 or 7, would proudly tell people that they don't eat. Like people would ask them what they thought about Chick-fil-A, and they would proudly exclaim that they don't eat there because my mother is a lesbian and we don't eat at places that hate gay people. And to this day, they still, I don't eat at places that hate my mom. And it's just absolutely, I just love it. And I wish everybody had that, right? I wish everybody is that we don't eat at places that hate me, like, that hate my family. So I just, it's very sweet. Admin time 22. I've got to double check this color. Yeah, but I see that a lot in discussions just about like what it means to admin time 23. What it means to be in like how ally is a verb and not a noun, and how like you're if you're still supporting these businesses that are actively harming certain marginalized groups, you are actively harming them as well. Like your words, your actions are more important than your words. Words are meaningless without the action behind them. So, not like saying that is too cute, right? Like it's freaking adorable. Um, and my kids would make similar statements like that too about other things, and I love that. And people would always like they're always like so shocked. And they're like, "Oh, that is just so inappropriate." How I'm like, it's not inappropriate for a child to know that their parent is gay. Like, it would be like saying it's inappropriate for your child to know that you're straight. Like, come on now, give your head a shake. Like, of all the ridiculous things to say, inappropriate. That is inappropriate for your daughter to say. Your daughter should not say those words. Come on now. Come on. Admin time. Give your head a shake. BG. Yeah, this is also where I started to like stop. Gosh, I've been sick for a long time. And I'm glad that I keep notes of stuff like that because I don't realize it's been a month until I'm actually like looking at my planner and been like, this has been going on, like just 4 weeks of treatment. And I mean there's been a little bit of improvement, but nothing, no substantial improvement at the time. And what color is it again? 22, I think. Should put that aside. Let me just double check one more time. I need to phone my GP again, I think, this week instead of waiting until I see the specialist. I don't know if I need to up my dose or what. 23, not 22. So put this away. Grab 23. Okay, there we go. BG. Don't get it mixed up with this one. Um, if there was a business that did like married couples, they would stand for it. Yeah, that didn't like. Yes, exactly. And that's exactly what equality is about. It's the double standard in treatment. It's not, oh, you want special treatment. No. No. We want the same treatment as everywhere else. It would be nice to be able to walk down the street and not worry that you're going to be physically assaulted simply because of either your gender identity or your couple configuration or the color of your skin. And people really need to understand that is an actual, like, there is actual real physical threats to people's safety if they're marginalized, especially if they're visible, right? Like, and more so for people of color, because it's not like you can hide, you can't take off your same-sex couples. I mean, it's hide. It's not saying that there's not like just the fact that not being able to hold hands in public, that in itself, like being stealth, is not a privilege like a lot of people think it is. Hiding your identity is not a privilege. Having to hide your identity for safety is not a privilege. That said, if you're white and you have other marginalizations, you can hide that. There are things you can do to make it more safe that people of color cannot do. Admin. So, yeah. I wonder how many people like subscribe to me and don't realize how social justice I'm focused, human rights focused I am, and then they watch one of my life plan movies and they're like, I didn't come here for social justice issues. I came here for planning, and unfollow me. And that's fine if they do. Nobody's ever said anything about it to me, so that's fine. But I'm always curious about how many follow me, thinking they're just gonna get some fun planning, and we end up getting discussions about um, social justice. Oh, is this correct? Is it no? It's not correct. That's fine. That is fine. I can fix that. Well, it's not really fix it so much as just ignore it. I need to outline that as well. Self care. Self care. I'm just going to just really to oh um social justice story folks are too much. Exactly, right? I wonder. There has to be a non-zero amount. I mean, there has to be of some. I mean, there just has to be. So the laws of chance, right? Like it's just the probabilities. There we go. The laws of probabilities are such. I'm 52. That's what this is. I don't know. It can't be separated, especially when so much of the work that I do is around like human rights issues and equity and fairness and all that other stuff. And so I wouldn't be able to talk about my job at all if I never talked about these issues. Like this would just be a very boring. I mean, what would I talk about? I don't know. Yeah, that's when I saw the doctor and got the first new prescription. I think I canceled this meeting. Yeah, I did not attend. So I'm going to cross this off because I did not attend, and I don't know really if I'm going to be attending this Thursday. We'll see how I'm feeling. GP, and then what else? I think all I did that day on the 14th again was more self care. I think I was just like, yep. The rest of the week was just self care because I'm being ill. To carry on only or check a bag and possibly lose it? That is the question. I mean, I carry on always the stuff that I absolutely need, like my clothes and medications and stuff like that. That then and then I check because then I don't have enough room in my carry-on. Then I check stuff that if I lose it, then I lose it. Um, you need to be minimalist. One pant and three shirts is all you get. Oh my gosh. Uh, is this for the whole trip? It's like for the whole trip you get one pair of pants. Like, okay, I am so confused. Is it for the whole trip? Self-care all this week. I need to find some stickers. I think I have lots of stickers where it's just like little sick animals with with thermometers and stuff in their mouths. Self care. This also reminds me, oh, I absolutely should, because both of my ears are infected. Like, I have two different types of infections, and the antibiotics are not working. And I just realized looking at this that it has been 4 weeks and two different antibiotic treatments. And so I absolutely need to email my doctor this week. Email doctor. I don't know, they might want to swab my ear to get like the specific type of bacteria so they can treat it with like know what antibiotic to use. No. I hate this. So I can't do it, but some do that for the whole trip. Yeah. They say the pants you are wearing on the plane and the second pair. Yes. Yeah. I mean, so I it depends what I'm packing, really. But when I've taken trips, it's been much longer, and so I would have to like pack like books and stuff that I was reviewing back in my days when I was reviewing technology, and none of it like what I needed to be away from my actual physical office for a month. I needed to carry on. If I was just going away for a week or so, I could probably get away with a carry on. No, actually, because my CPAP machine, I don't think would fit in. Oh, but I don't want to risk them losing my CPAP. And the CPAP, even though it's small, that is like clothes that I cannot take. Oh gosh, this is a tricky game. I never had a CPAP in the past, right? So this is like a new, you need to travel with this thing that you never had to worry about before. And it's not like I can buy a CPAP. Like just pick one up wherever I'm at. It doesn't work that way. I now need to do some decorating. I need, oh, the wrong one. Do I have some cute little animals who are sick that I can plop in here? Okay, put these all away. I'm gonna have fun decorating those pages with just like, "Ugh, I'm sick. Ugh, I'm sick. Help me." Once I get to being able to find time to do the deco in my days. Well, you get a carry-on and a personal bag. See here, you don't. You get a carry-on and your personal bag like counts as that. You may be able some airlines will let you carry on something like well, a personal bag I'm assuming would count for a purse. But in my case, like I have gone to planes thinking I would be able to carry on my briefcase, and I've gotten there and they have said that my briefcase would not fit under my chair. It has to be able to fit under your chair, and so I had to check it. So that personal bag is not every airline allows it because they claim that it would not fit under the chair in front of you, and thus poses a danger to the flight. And my CPAP, so I could fit clothes in a briefcase. But it can't be a backpack. No, a messenger bag, a lot of them are too big. They're very, like, they make you stick it in like a metal wire thing that has specific measures. And if it falls outside of those measurements, they don't let you bring it on. They tell you to check it. And a lot of messenger bags fall outside, are too big. And like I spent the last time, oh yes, I do have the case that my CPAP comes in that would probably just be under the maximum size allowed for your personal bag. But I've had to go shopping, like, and try and find a personal bag that fits because every airline has their own requirements, and um, it's very difficult to find them. They never used to be so strict, and now they're like super super strict. At least in Canada, they are, in like Canadian Airlines, and I've always used Canadian Airlines flying into the U.S. Flying home has also, yeah, no, I've also used like domestic airlines flying home as well. So I've never flown in, oh no, I think once I've flown in a Delta, I think, but most of the time it's either been, I think it's most of the time I've flown Air Canada. And they're super, super, super strict. That took way too much effort to pack in there. Okay, I want to decorate. Let's go back, Jules. Gosh, this is so cute. Come on, please. Oh, I still need to decorate that, buddy, but we're in September. We are here. No. Oh, I need to put more books and stuff here, too. Gosh. Okay, we are here. Yes, September. Priority admin. Want cute little sick bunnies. Let's see if there's any in here. I think I have a little one in here that has like a thermometer, and they're like, oh, I don't feel well. And if not, I think I have it like somewhere else. I know I have stickers. See, this guy is not feeling well. And since I didn't fill those, I can totally put it here. Because I'm never going to remember what I watched. Or maybe he's angry. Is he shivering or is he angry? I don't know. I'm going to say he's shivering. That's my interpretation of their body language. 100%. I do not feel well. No. That one. They're cute. I know I have some other ones. I saw them the other day. Oh, come on, get back in there. It's been a while, though, since I've flown as well. He looks nervous or afraid. Okay, never mind. See, I can't read body language, so I'm glad there's other people here, because to me, he's like shivering. Let me put you back, because I know I have one somewhere where it is, I don't feel well. Oh, come on, Jules. Stuff falling out. Like ottoman stuff. Oh, I had a doctor's appointment. Are those in here? No, I'm going to put it on that actual day. They're not in there. Maybe they're in this one. Maybe they're in here. These are all my animal ones. Just looking. These hamsters are like adorable. Focus. They're so cute. I know I had some that were like, I don't feel well. I think these ones are all relatively in good spirits. Doggos. Oh my God. Yes, I'm working on it. What's up? Those cats are all in good spirits. Those cats have language that remind me of, oh, what is the name of the Dr. Seuss book? Do you like my hat? No, I do not like your hat. Oh, goodbye, goodbye. What is that? What is that Dr. Seuss book? I've got to look it up now. I'm Dr. Seuss. Do you like my hat? Dr. Seuss. Do you like my hat? That's the top one. What book says, do you like my hat? Go Dog Go. Yes, that's it. Go Dog Go. I loved that book as a child. I loved reading it to my own children. Go Dog Go is just a great book. No, these aren't them. I know I have them somewhere. Always, always the last thing you grab. You remember Go Dog Go? Yeah. I brought up Go Dog Go once to my partner. They had no idea what I was talking about. And then they divulged to me that they didn't really have Dr. Seuss books when they were a child. And I'm like, what? I mean, not only did I have Dr. Seuss books, I had almost all of them. And then I bought almost all of them for my kids. I'm like, how do you not have Dr. Seuss? Your childhood was very, I mean, not to judge the way you were raised, but that is like shocking to me. Where are they? I know I had my hands on them during last stream, and now they're just like completely eluding me. This is becoming frustrating. Come on. Nope. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. Found it. So I can have all the ones I want, but I know it has some of the ones that I want. I had to look up the ones that were very racist. I don't remember. Yeah, that is the problem with a lot of those older um, authors, especially Roald Dahl. I mean, a lot. They ban them. See, they don't ban books in Canada. They just do education about why they're problematic. They don't remove them from libraries. Um, some of them are like being republished, especially the Roald Dahl ones with more inclusive language, especially like removing the anti-Semitism. However, the other versions are still available and they're still publishing the other versions for people like teachers and stuff who want to read them and teach about like in history or whatever, use them in history as examples of anti-Semitism. In other social justice classes, use them as examples of fat phobia was another common theme. Um, Stuff like that. Hold them up as examples. Um, okay, come on. I know I had them here. Oh, come on. Maybe not. Maybe I've used them all and I'm just thinking I had them. Oh, that cannot be the case. Is it really? I'm tired. So this I'm tired one, I think it's kind of relevant. It's not the one that I was thinking of that had a thermometer in their face, but I can use it. I'm tired. Go right here. Um, and I'm like saying they love Agatha Christie books, but she has some problematic books too. Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult. What is popping up on my screen? What the heck? I'll close that. Okay, there is something popping. Teams, I did not ask you to open. So I'm just gonna have to let that go. Okay, come on. There's some very a lot of authors in those days, I mean, had free reign to be all sorts of not good in different ways. And it's good to talk about them. It's good to maybe there's some here. Oh no, that's a cape. Oh, come on. I think I actually used them all. That is very disappointing. I mean, oh no. And I'm also on a no spend for supplies because I have enough. Oh, come on. I mean, this guy watching TV, he's relaxing. It's kind of, I mean, it doesn't really say sick, but oh, it's too big. Too big. Ah, okay, I need to stick you back. Mm, this little guy. Yeah, let's do that one. Oh no, there's that big huge thing underneath of it. Never mind. What about this one? Is that one going to fit? Yes, that one will fit. I mean, they don't look 100% healthy. You will need to draw a thermometer. Yeah, thermometer. Thermometer. I do that all the time. Call thermometers thermometers. Oh my goodness. I have to look at one though, because I can't picture them in my head. So I'd have to find a picture of one. Because I do not see images in my head. I know what it feels like. I can sense it. I have a general sense of its shape, but I cannot draw anything from memory. Hold on. Angry. I don't want fighting diet. Hard study. Very tired. I mean, that's a very tired. Wake up. Happy travels. Gloomy day. I think gloomy day works. And he's like, ooh, that's like negative. I'm like, no. When you have a raging infection that hurts you from head to toe, it makes things gloomy. There's no denying that. I'm very tired. That's like a very tired. Oh God. I mean, oh God is actually appropriate. Oh, come on. I don't want both of you. Whatever. I'm going to just put you down here because you're not coming apart. You will live together. I have to do a close up of that one because I don't think there was a good shot of it. Let me put these back. I'm surprised there's not a thermometer left. So this guy, he doesn't look entirely happy. Focus. So, I don't know what he's on, but he looks like he's like just not happy. Maybe sad, maybe timid, I don't know. But he's like Harumphum, like Archer Harumphs when he's not getting his way. But his cheeks are pink. So maybe he's sick. Maybe that's a sign that this little buddy has a fever. What else can I put here? Do I have anything in? I doubt it, but I haven't looked in this one in quite a while. See if there's anything appropriate that would fit. I mean, I have lots of things that I know I can use when I eventually get around to decorating the days. Decorating the weeks is a little bit more difficult because I've used most of my stickers that fit in those grids and appropriately so it doesn't cover up other things. Oh my gosh. Why am I yawning? Because I'm tired. I didn't sleep well last night. That's why. That was a ridiculous question to ask yourself, Jules. Hmm. I wonder. No, I looked in that one. Did I? I'll look through this one more time. Is he on sushi? Could very well be, but it's like it's white and it has a black, like it's the color of a panda, and it almost. I mean, it could be a marshmallow. I mean, because it has like shadows. Could be a marshmallow. It could be sushi that's just black and white, or the yeah. It's really hard to tell just because the coloring is black and white and then the gray shadows. Could be just a bed that's with the sheets kind of like over the sides. Those are all not the right like mood. Do I have? Well, these penguins are all too happy. They don't have to be depressing, the stickers, but they can't be cheerful. I think these are all like cheerful. What's in here? It's cute either way, yes. Don't think I have anything else appropriate. I have to go through my storage cupboard at some point because I have a whole bunch of stickers that I haven't looked at in a while that could be appropriate for these things, but they were like duplicates, so I didn't pull them out. So maybe that's something I can do this week while I'm watching TV is casually sort through some stickers and see what I have hidden from me that I could be using. Because I'm quickly running out of. I have lots of stickers for decorating my days, but I'm running out of stickers to decorate my weeks. It was good chatting with you too today, and I will see you next time before your vacation starts. That's awesome. Yes. So thanks again, everybody who tuned in and lurked. Thanks for everybody who are watching this on replay. You guys are all amazing. I will be back again next Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. British Daylight Time, unless something comes up, and in which case I will put it in the community chat or like the community post that I'm under the weather or whatever and have to cancel. I hope everyone has a great and fantastic week. Until next time, bye.